Hello and welcome to another edition of Hairwolf. Now, for those of you who have been here since the beginning, hello there, and thanks for sticking with me. Really, so we're on month 2 of having the back of my hair done. I went over to Istanbul for my second treatment in May. I think it was the 27th. In fact, I know it was because I just looked, and now it's the 25th of July. So we're coming up to. It is about 2 months. It is a weird situation to be in because I can't see what's going on with the back of my head. The only way that I can actually do it is having my wife take a picture and I can show you guys exactly what's going on. Now, the back's very interesting because I think for those of you who've done your research, you know that you have less blood flow on the back of your head. So I think it will take a lot longer for my hair to come through. For those of you who know and have saw the previous 2 videos, I had an additional 200 follicles put into the front of the hair. Now, obviously, this looks... Does it look thin at the front? It's not. Once it grows like twice the length, which is the shortest of my usual lengths, this is so good. If you go back to my other videos, I'll put a link here or here to one of them at least. You'll see how thick and full my hair really is, and compared to what it would look like now, I'll be completely bald. For me, that's a no-go. For other people, it's completely different, which is fine. So the back, which you can barely see there, which is great because I've got hair, which is cool. I'll now take a picture and I'll show you guys exactly where we're at. So there are quite a few tales to tell on top of my head. It's quite interesting seeing this from this angle because I don't get to see it every day. On one hand, you've got the hair that's around like a, like the corona, and that's the corona of hair, which is, my normal hair. Then as you come in, I think you've got at the top left-hand corner, you've got slightly browner hair, blonde hair. Unfortunately, I do think this is more receding at the back, which is fine because I have my hair brushed back anyway. You've got long hair. All the black hairs you see throughout the whole of the head were never ever there, and they're quite long. So I do think that they might have had some extra blood flow, etc. You've also got wispy hairs, which I think was there before. They're a bit slightly blonder and really don't contribute to any density on my head whatsoever. You also see throughout the whole of the head as well, tiny little pinpricks. Now, if you get in closer, you can see a number of these coming through. I do think the larger ones will obviously be the beard hairs and from the beard grafts, and you've got the thinner ones, which I think would be from the back of the head. It's kind of hard to work out what's really going on because it's a complete, for want of a better word, smorgasbord of different hairs on top of the head. As you can see, there are spots still on there. I do tend to kind of feel for them just to make sure that they're not too painful, etc. But I remember the first procedure that I did have, I had spots everywhere, and I do think I'm starting to come out of that phase now, which is good because you do tend to get them in other places away from the hair as well. Like I got them like on my forehead and towards down the side of my face as well. But as a whole, I think I'm happy, kind of, because I have hair on top of my head where there wasn't hair. It's black. And I think it's just a waiting game now. I was going to start doing more of a weekly update, but I do think that because this is a longer process, a monthly update video will be, I think, will be far better, and hopefully we'll see some better results and some bigger results over that time. So far, not a lot to talk about. It is a huge area. And I'm guessing the majority of people who are watching this video, they don't have an area this size that they're hoping to fill. So I'm hoping that I'm a good, a testing stick for you guys to look at and to kind of, help with your research. As for the back, there isn't that much to say yet. I mean, my hair's growing. I did know that in order to have this second transplant, I'd need to grow my head long at the back, because let's face it, I've had a lot of grafts taken from this. You can see in the center there's a line and it's darker than the rest of it. That's where no hair has ever been taken. As you go just above the line, that was part of my receding there. Just above that you've got a patch that hasn't receded. Thanks, man. But yeah, it's patchy, but we are in month 2. If I go back to my original video for month 2 for my first transplant, I don't think my hair was this long, to be honest. So the hair's growing, and we'll just see over the coming months where it will go. So there we have it. We've got quite a few long hairs, but we have so many little like pinheads of black coming through. So the back won't be anything like the front, as in density, but I do think that for the foreseeable I will be using like a fibre until I'm a bit older, I think, just to kind of like give it an extra zhuzh, but it's better than having nothing at all completely. So I'm so happy with my results so far. Definitely on the front. The back, let's see, it has been falling out a little bit, not too much, but I do think the initial growth will take a lot longer. Now, I have been massaging my head. I was massaging the front of my head as well when I had that done. Also, to let you know that I haven't been taking any finasteride, any minoxidil. All this is completely natural, apart from, yeah, just massaging every part of your head, because you want blood through there, or even blood flow there anyway. So that's all I've done. Keep it natural for myself, so I know exactly that it's a natural process rather than any chemicals kind of trying to aid the growth, because I wouldn't know what it was that aided the growth. So if I stopped something, I'd never know. I am babbling on a little bit, so thank you so much for watching the video through. And just to let you know, there'll be a lot more videos, as I've said, of other people coming from Istanbul. I'm going over there 4 times a year with Elite and going through some of their stories. We've got Maritz, who had a video a few weeks ago. We've got an update for him very soon. And also another guy who lives in the UK at the moment called Emilian. I've got a video for him coming up in the next week or so. Now, he actually went over with me, so I've been keeping those videos back. So in one big video, you'll see his journey from day 1 up until month 2. So that'll be a really good video to look forward to. I'll see you guys later.